It's new math for Republicans. Let's turn to Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Senator, good to have you with us tonight. I do want to point out that you did not vote for the Jobs Act because there were other Democrats who did not vote for the Jobs Act. But I think that's a good thing for the president, seriously, because it shows that the president is willing to move in the direction of the Republicans to try to get the economy going and try to get them engaged. What's your read on that?
Well, I don't agree. I think it was a bad bill. I think the thing in the world we have to do is deregulate Wall Street anymore, create a situation where vulnerable investors will be ripped off because they don't have enough financial information. But the key point here is, Ed, this country remains mired in a terrible recession, and your point is exactly right. Our Republican friends have a very short memory, and they forget that when Obama took office, we were losing 700,000 jobs a month. That in the last quarter of the Bush administration, GDP declined by over 6%. And that we lost during the Bush era thousands and thousands of factories and millions of good-paying manufacturing jobs. So my view is, yeah, we are making progress under Obama, no question about that. And Republicans have no right to be critical when virtually every day in the United States Senate, they're busy obstructing any effort that we want to make to create jobs. One small example. In the Senate, we actually passed a bipartisan transportation bill. Over $1 billion for 2 years would create hundreds and hundreds of thousands of decent-paying jobs. Bipartisan in the Senate. You know what? The House can't get their act together. These guys do not want to invest in America. They don't want to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, and they don't want to create the millions of jobs that we desperately need.
Well, the Tea Party wing of that party over in the House, of course, it's personal with them. They hate the president. They're very clear about that. Should we brace ourselves for some tough months ahead with Republicans jumping all over this? I mean, it just seems to me we were having the discussion in the office. You know, all it's going to take is 1 month where maybe it's 30 or 40,000 jobs added, and the Republicans are going to be relentless. God forbid if we go in the opposite direction for 1 or 2 months before the election. What would the climate be like then?
Well, I think if you're asking me, are the Republicans prepared to do whatever they can to torpedo the economy in order to defeat Obama, I think the answer is pretty clear. They have shown that time and time again. You know, and when, Ed, we talk about the economy, it's not just unemployment, and real unemployment, by the way, if you include those people who have given up looking for work, people who are working part-time, is much worse than the official statistics indicate. But what's even worse than that, there was a study that just came out. You may have seen it. In 2010 compared to 2009, 93% of all of the new income created, you know where that new income went? It went to the top 1%. And any time that any of us in the Senate or the House are trying to say maybe we should ask the wealthiest people in this country to start paying their fair share of taxes. Maybe we should end these outrageous tax breaks for the oil companies and other major corporations that are making billions and paying, in some cases, nothing in federal income taxes. You know what the Republicans say? No, no, no.
Senator Bernie Sanders, great to have you with us tonight. Always speaking truth to power and common sense. Great to have you with us, Senator. Appreciate your time. 2 more companies say that they are cutting ties with ALEC. Next, I'll talk with the head of the group leading the charge against